Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Gary's Mod video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a top 10. It's been a while since we've done one, and we're going to be closing off 2022 with a top 10 maps. There's been a lot of great maps that have come out this year, but I've picked 10, and believe me when I say it was extremely hard to pick only 10, but some of the recent maps we've been taking a look at definitely did make the list, so we're going to go right on to number 10. And number 10 is going to be Climb the Citadel. This is going to be a map that pretty much recreates the climb to the infamous Citadel all the way to the top, although the exception here is that this is going to be done in one single map, and yes, you really can go all the way to the top of the Citadel. So I believe this is normally like a story map with NPCs and everything. However, this version is just the sandbox version where you can just kind of explore to your heart's content. There's a lot of cool areas to visit and explore, and with enough determination, you can make it all the way to the top with some pretty goofy little Easter eggs thrown in. So I think this is a pretty cool map, nothing super crazy, but I've always wanted to climb the Citadel in one fell swoop, and this map does exactly that. But first, a word from our sponsor. This is Night Fighter 2, a game you can download on the App Store. It's a 3D arcade shooter that just oozes that beautiful synthwave 80s aesthetic. It's an on-rails classic arcade shooter, and it has a ton of awesome action. I just love the look of this game. But maybe you're not into the 80s shooter style, maybe you want more of a top-down auto-scroller with a more farmy vibe. We got Tractor Rush 2. Now you might be thinking, what do these two games have in common? And that one thing is that both of these games were made using BuildBox, which is today's sponsor. Now the awesome thing about BuildBox is you can create games like Night Fighter 2 and Tractor Rush without any sort of previous coding knowledge. BuildBox is completely free, and right now they have a holiday sale where you can get 50% off any plan and continue to pay that 50% off for the entire life of your account. If you guys want to know more information on BuildBox, I'll put a link down in the description. Definitely check it out and start creating games today. Alright, and going on to number 9, the classic, the tried and true guys, the Backrooms. Another important rule for this video is that these maps had to have came out this year. If they came out in 2021, then they do not qualify for this video. But this one just barely made it in 2022, being released in January. Well, what can I say about the Backrooms? It's the tried and true liminal space, and there's a lot of cool things you can do with this. Not only does this map have AI nodes, but it also has a fully built-in nav mesh, so any kind of creepy NPC you want to spawn in, this is going to be absolutely perfect for. Of course, there's been other variations, including some that do technically look better than this map, but I had to include the original, or at least the one that was revamped from the original, because it's just too iconic not to put it in this list. Next up on number 8, we have Build Your Own Dungeon. This is a map I did showcase not too long ago in a recent video, and it's a map that, well, you can pretty much create yourself. So you can create rooms using this awesome tool that's outside of the map, and then once you create the room that you so desire, you can then go and pretty much explore the room, or even have your friends explore the room too. I did do a whole video on it. In fact, I've done a video on most of these, but this map does something that is really important to me, and that is changing the way you see a map. It's not just a pretty looking map or just a functional one, it's something that really kind of twists the idea of what you can do with a map. Going on to number 7, we have Luminal Gallery 1 and 2. So the reason why I'm including both is because, well, they're both very good, and they're also quite different. So I'm sure, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of abstract maps, so there's quite a few that are going to be on this list. This map has just enough abstract elements to really pull me in. It's got some cool rooms like an AI generated art gallery, you got cinema, pools, office, all that great stuff. Definitely check it out. If you also want to check out Luminal Gallery 2, it's going to be a bit more linear, and it leans more into the horror side of things. So guys, fun fact, I did originally record a video on this map. It was fully recorded and everything, and then the recording got corrupted somehow. So I ended up not even re-recording it, and that unfortunately is one of the few videos that got lost, and I never ended up uploading. But maybe I will in the future. Going on to number 6, we have High Tech City. This is a map that just has the perfect aesthetic. So I love cyberpunk stuff, I love super futuristic things, those are definitely aspects that stick out to me. And this one has a beautiful kind of like ramshackle, but also futuristic and highly developed design. In my opinion, it's kind of like just a much better big city. And the funny thing is, this originally started out as like a scene map, one that I did do a video on quite a few times, and it was more of like a concept, but now it's a full-blown, fully developed map, and you can check it out. It is really awesome. Definitely one of the better city maps that I've seen. And now we go on to number 5, and this map was just way too cool for me not to include it. It's the Diorama Gallery, or Diorama, tomato tomato. Pretty much what it is it's a collection of mini maps inside of a full-blown big map. It's got like these beautiful scenes that you can explore, check out, interact with, and then you can jump on over to another scene. I believe there's 6 of them, and you can check it out. It's kind of like these beautifully preserved biosquares or something like that, where you can just check out and explore different aspects of different environments. And I think it's a really cool idea, and again, really kind of shakes up the idea of what a map can be in Garry's Mod. Alright, going on to number 4, we have Atmospheric House. This is one I recently did a video on. Absolutely love this map. It takes the graphics to Ultra Plus, absolutely just gorgeous. It really kind of shocked me with the capabilities that you can do in Garry's Mod in terms of map making. I didn't even think you could make a map that looked this good, but of course there's another map on this list coming up that looks maybe even better. However, definitely a cool map if you're looking for a more homey side of things. And then next up at number 3, we have the Procedural map. This is a map that I was kind of contemplating on including, but the one thing again that stuck out to me was just what does it bring to the table. But the thing that really stuck out to me was every time you open up a door, it generates a new room based on, well, a bunch of different things. You know, the size of the room before it, the size of the rooms next to it, and a bunch of other things. It's just, once you go through a few of these doors, you have a completely unique map, and I think that is such a cool mechanic, something again that I did not expect in a game like Garry's Mod, so this had to be pretty high up the list just because of that. I've definitely seen some pretty interesting rooms, so definitely try it out and see what kind of rooms you get. And now we go on to number 2, and we have Leavenworth. Yes, this map really touched me. In fact, I can still remember recording the video, and I don't know why, I just had like a big smile on my face when I was done. It just, something about the map made me just feel awesome. It almost felt like I even visited that place, which is of course based on a real place. And I think it was the details, the sound design, the way the lighting and all the extra details were kind of put in place. It truly was an absolutely breathtaking map, probably even the best looking map I've seen in Garry's Mod. But damn is this one laggy. In fact, a few maps on this list are laggy, including Climb the Citadel, but definitely worth it in my opinion because it's an experience, a ton of cool interactive things, some Easter eggs, it's got all the goods. And of course up to number 1, the best map that came out this year in my opinion. Guys, did you really expect anything else? It's the Infinite map by MEE. So there's been an Infinite map before, of course, you know, the Mars map we've all seen, it has issues. Well, MEE thought, we're going to take this and I'm gonna make this freaking good. And goddamn did he do that. It is an absolute masterpiece for what it's trying to do. It does emulate the infiniteness that you desire. It's not perfect, of course, because you obviously can't have a truly infinite map, you know, in a finite space or anything like that. So there's got to be some tricks, you know, involved, but it doesn't matter because for what I would use it for, and I think for what many people would use it for, it works and goes even beyond expectations. So this map blows the limits of Garry's Mod, not only figuratively, but also literally because of it being obviously supposedly infinite, and it's being updated all the time with space support. So I'd say the sky's the limit, but that's technically a lie because you can go even beyond that. But there you guys go. That is the top 10 maps that I've found that were my favorite this year. It took me way too long to compile this, but let me know what are your favorite maps that came out. I'm going to be doing another top 10 hopefully before the year ends, and it's going to be a top 10 mods, just complete mods. I wanted to do weapons and everything else beforehand, but I don't know if I'll have enough time. But guys, let me know what you think down below. As always, I want to thank BuildBox for sponsoring this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until next time, farewell.